Welcome to Explain the Charts. Today we're taking a look at the USDCAD, the US dollar-Canadian dollar exchange rate. We're going to go over the news that's been driving this pair recently, and then go in depth with some chart analysis. So let's get started with the news. We've seen some interesting movements in the USDCAD lately, so let's check out the daily chart. There has been a trend upwards since the beginning of October, and it seems like this might be a long-term trend. A quick check of the news shows the Bank of Canada is expected to cut interest rates again next week, which could have a significant impact on the value of the Canadian dollar. This would be their fourth consecutive cut, and it could be a big move. Now, let's look at the hourly chart to see what's been going on in the short term. Looking at the past few hours, the price has been oscillating around the 1.37 level. This indicates that there's a battle going on between buyers and sellers. It will be interesting to see what happens once the Bank of Canada makes their rate decision next week. Now, let's narrow in on the 15-minute chart to get a closer look at the most recent price action. Here we can see that the price is holding above the 1.376 level, which could suggest a potential short-term bullish bias. It's important to note that this short-term bullish bias could be influenced by the news, and traders are likely keeping an eye on the Bank of Canada's next rate decision. If the bank announces a significant rate cut, we could see a sharp drop in the value of the Canadian dollar and thus a push higher in the USDCAD. However, if the rate cut is smaller than expected, or if there are other economic factors that favor the Canadian dollar, the price could pull back. Let's go back to the daily chart to see if we can identify any key price levels. On the daily chart, the price is currently trading above the 1.36 level, which is a key support area. We can see that the price has bounced off this level several times in the past, and it's likely to provide support again. On the other hand, the 1.38 level seems to be a strong resistance area. The price has struggled to break above this level in the past, and it's likely to act as resistance again. The price is currently in between these two levels, which makes it difficult to predict what will happen next. However, if the price breaks above 1.38, it could signal a strong bullish trend. Conversely, if the price breaks below 1.36, it could signal a bearish trend. Let's look at the hourly chart again, but this time we'll focus on the last 24 hours to see how the price has been behaving in relation to the 1.37 level. As we can see, the price has bounced off the 1.37 level several times in the past 24 hours. This reinforces the idea that this level is a key area of support. If the price breaks below this level, it could signal a bearish move toward the 1.36 level. However, if the price manages to hold above 1.37, it could signal a move towards the 1.38 resistance level. Now, let's summarize the key price levels and potential scenarios. The 1.36 level is a key area of support, and if the price breaks below this level, it could signal a bearish trend. On the other hand, the 1.38 level is a strong resistance area, and if the price breaks above this level, it could signal a bullish trend. The 1.37 level is also a key area of support on the hourly chart. If the price breaks below this level, it could signal a bearish move toward the 1.36 level. However, if the price manages to hold above 1.37, it could signal a move towards the 1.38 resistance level. It's important to keep in mind that the Bank of Canada's rate decision next week could have a significant impact on the price of USDCAD. Traders will be looking for any signs of a big rate cut, which could send the Canadian dollar lower and the USDCAD higher. Overall, the USDCAD is in a bullish trend, but the market is currently volatile, so it's important to be cautious. It's also important to consider the global economic outlook. If the global economy slows down, it could put downward pressure on commodity prices, which could hurt the Canadian dollar. This could lead to a strengthening of the USDCAD. If the price breaks above the 1.38 resistance level, it could signal a strong bullish trend. Conversely, if the price breaks below the 1.36 support level, it could signal a bearish trend. Traders should monitor the Bank of Canada's rate decision next week, as it could be a key catalyst for movement in the USDCAD.